Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See ya. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday. Okay, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food to what goes to rising as the beat and it Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Voila.
Grand Rising, welcome. Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases on a Work It Out Wednesday. How's everybody doing?
Hey, everybody, Grand Rising. It's Work It Out Wednesday with your girl and your boy in the hand. And we got
Cornell Green in the place. You know, y'all guys know him from Do Business Better, great author. I think this is your you're doing your third edition recently.
Third edition is the one that's currently published. I'm working on the fourth edition, the post-COVID edition. And I'm adding about...
Who are you?
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Cornell Green.
That's
okay. Right. The Nickel Tour, my name is Cornell Green. I have been an information technology professional for the past 33 years, since 1993. Started my career as a system operator at Lehman Brothers. Not my fault. Then rose to a system administrator in charge of their foreign exchange, mortgage-backed securities, money market systems, and trade analysis servers. After that, I worked for a private consulting firm for a bit. Then I did 4 years at Payne Weber during the Y2K conversion. Then moved to a startup in downtown Manhattan, 80 Maiden Lane, and that was up until shortly after September 11th, 2001, when, of course, the World Trade Centers collapsed. Took a little bit of downtime from that because I was a little too close. I was about 5 blocks away when the first tower went down. Coming out of that trauma, around 2006, I started an architectural design firm, Gwathmey Siegel Associates, that had such luminaries as their clients as Steven Spielberg, Jerry Seinfeld, the Yale University School of Architecture, United Nations, and W Hotel chain. I was their IT manager in charge of everything from the firewall to the desktops, all the servers, infrastructure, whatever have you. And that was great until the subprime mortgage meltdown. And of course, when the entire global real estate market collapses, who you designing buildings for?
That's true.
So I figured I shot my resume around. Because I love that job. It's a 6-figure job. I woke up on Mondays looking forward to going to work. Weekends was just an interruption, me getting to play in my my sandbox. You ever have a job where you said, man, if I was in charge, I'd do it like this? Well, they hired me and I was in charge and I did it like that. That's why they hired me. So I figured I shot my resume around and, I might have to take a little bit of a pay cut, but, at that point, I had almost 20 years of experience. First job offer that came in, they wanted me to be IT manager. Okay, that's what I was. Network administrator. Hold up a second. Database administrator, and help desk operator.
What?
For 80% of the one salary I was making is just IT manager.
Oh,
so I said, you must be kidding. The next 3 job offers were just like that. And I realized, wait a minute. No, I said, look, if you're going to treat me like my name is Toby, I got to be the one holding the whip.
Shoot.
And that's why I rolled up this company, 21st Century CommunIT Solutions. And so since 2010, I have been working by myself, for myself, as an independent entrepreneur. Started out doing similarly what I was doing in the corporate world, server setup, network support. But then, as I say in my book, which you guys are in the acknowledgments and dedications, the title of the first introductory chapter is entitled 2 Years of Steady Referrals Almost Ruined My Business.
Wow.
Now you might wonder, what? You had steady referrals for 2 years. What are you talking about? Well, before I got laid off from my last full-time job, I had my first private client. And I got steady work from them. And I got referrals from them.
Right.
and I got referrals from the referrals. So it was like I was almost doing as well as before I got laid off. I thought, hey, somebody up there likes me. This is great.
Right.
But after 2 years, the phone stopped ringing.
That's right.
And I realized, okay, first of all, I realized two things. First of all, I was not the one making the phone ring. And secondly, I realized that for those 2 years, I had not been doing business. I had been doing work. Because business is not doing the work. Business is getting the next job.
Exactly.
And I realized that I had no idea how to do that. So let's just say it was a lean next couple of years as I was figuring it out. And the book, Do Business Better, is basically, I call it like a handbook for the startup entrepreneur, like a field guide. And it's basically what I had to learn in those years after the 2 years.
Right.
What exactly business is. Mommy, where do customers come from?
Exactly. I love it. Exactly. Look, you know how we had this discussion. This is about that. Really, that's what business is about. Making the phone ring. How do you make the phone ring? How do you get people to respond?
Yes.
And that I like. He says, doing business better. This book is phenomenal. I know that our first, we actually got this book. I'm really excited. And just seeing that it's in its third iteration, doing your thing. And actually, you said the fourth.
Actually, the one that's currently out is the third edition. I'm working on the fourth edition. That's going to be the post-COVID edition. I'm going to update the title with a little banner that says post-COVID edition. And there's going to be, so far I've got outlined 22 additional chapters that I'm going to add, and I'm going to restructure it. And I've got
you
links.
making a course manual?
Bro, that's a master class.
Well, yeah. Because here's the thing. What I've discovered, and because Ruby, you and I met when I was doing workshops with Harlem Business Alliance when I first went independent the first year in 2011. And what I've realized in the years that I've been working for myself is that a lot of people are very good at what they do. But like myself back then, they don't realize that that's really about 40% of business is your skill set.
Right.
60% of business is things like identifying your target market, understanding what your unique value proposition is. It's not, because here's the thing, nobody wakes up saying, I got to give Cornell money.
That's true.
Nobody, not even my friends and relatives. In fact, some of them owe me money, but that's a whole other conversation.
Let's not go down that road. That's a rabbit hole.
People wake up thinking about what they want and what they need. And here's the thing, business people out there, they think about it in that order. Now, remember, I'm a tech guy from '93, and I've been a nerd from way before that. My favorite Star Trek character is Mr. Spock. Figure it out, But nobody cares about the fact that I have something to sell. Nobody cares how good I am at web design. Nobody cares about the distinction between a website and a platform. What they care about is what they want and need. Here's the funny thing. When I realized that I had to make the transition from server support to web design, and again, it was a client of mine that kind of hit me to that fact, because in fact I'm sitting there, because here's the thing, I've been working with web technology since it was released to the public. I started my career in February of '93. The World Wide Web was released to the world in May of that year. It had been designed by Tim Berners-Lee at CERN in Europe a couple of years before that, but it was just those little internal things, and he decided to make it open source, release it to the world. So I've been designing websites since I had to compile the web server, the database, the PHP scripting language, and write each page line by line, instruction by instruction in a text editor.
God bless you and thank you.
Yes. So now flash forward, it's 2012. The phone's not ringing anymore. I'm having dinner with some high school buddies of mine. I'm crying in my beer. And I'm saying, the phone's not ringing anymore. I'm not getting work. And people keep asking me about this web stuff. So my friend sitting across the table said, well, dude, you've been working with web since there's been the web. I was like, yeah, but I'm not like a web designer. And he says, hold up. Let me get this straight. So you're complaining that you're not getting work, and people are coming to you telling you that they will pay you for a thing you know how to do.
Thank you.
And you're saying no. And I love telling this story because I literally, the next words out of my mouth were, so I should say yes. And the reason that I always mention, that this friend was sitting across from me is because this was the kind of friend, this is somebody I've known since I was a teenager. Had they been sitting next to me, they literally would have slapped me in the back of the head. So you stupid.
Good. I'm glad you got somebody like that. Like, what you mean?
Yes.
Sometimes you need that friend.
Think you want to still keep me home? You want to be home?
Yes. Yeah, and of course you guys have heard me tell that story many times. But the reason that I say that for our audience today is that what we have to understand is that as business people, what our business is about is what people will consume from us, not what we like to do, not what we're good at doing, not even necessarily what we're best at doing.
Will consume. Exactly.
Yes. You don't sell steak to a vegan retreat.
That's right.
Okay, you could have the best steaks in the world.
Come on, somebody.
Yes. You know, what do people want?
Say that again. Say that again.
Yes, you don't sell steak to a vegan retreat.
Amen.
You know, you people sell, because here's the thing. You don't, or at least this is my philosophy. You don't sell anything.
Right.
If I was good at being a salesman, I would be a millionaire, and honestly, I wouldn't be on this podcast.
True.
What you do is you offer people something of value that they want to consume, because people, you know, in my workshop, you know, that I call drawing the map, marketing, advertising, and promotion.
Right.
People buy based on their desires and requirements, and in that order. People buy what they want before they buy what they need.
That's right.
And I use two examples, and I did this in the workshops where Ruby, you and I, and George Williams Jr. used to do the workshops at Operation Hope. Mm-hmm. I would say, you know, for women, and you know this, I grew up with the women in my life. Right. You know, my mother, my mother's older sister, my aunt, my older sister, my mother's mother, and my mother's mother's mother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I am very familiar with the fact that women will wear these shoes, these high heel pumps that murder their feet, corns and bunions on their toes jammed in there like an overpacked subway thing. But they make their legs look fantastic, especially with that dress or that skirt. You know what I mean? Now, the first thing they do when they get home is they kick them pumps off. They got the band-aid around their big toe. They put on the flats. Okay. Because they want to look good. Now, and guys would say, I say, guys, no, I'm not letting you off the hook. And Al, you know this. You know that we know the dude, okay? He's macking to the club, rolling in his nice, you know, shiny new car, the gangster lean. You go back to his apartment, he's got packing crates and you know, cable spools as his furniture. He's eating by candlelight, eating crackers and sardines, because every dollar and dime he's got is paying that car note.
Yes, right. Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Why? Because he wants to look fly when he rolls up to the club.
Right.
But then she says, "Baby, let's go back to your place. Like, how we go to the hotel? You know, I got the housekeeper is away, and I can't." You know, people or my favorite, you know, because you guys know I spent my 20s down on the Jersey Shore trying to be a musician, and you'd see the guy at the club, the end of the month, he's buying rounds for everybody. And then after midnight, he's tiptoeing back inside to not wake up the landlord, because that money he was spending was the rent money.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay. Now, his calendar ain't broke. He knows that the first of the month comes every first of the month. Okay. But see, he wanted to be Big Willie, flexing and flashing, tossing out the cash. Nah, I got you another round for my friends, because he wants to. Now, what he needed to do was pay his rent, so we don't have to say, you see, what happened was when the landlord says, where's my rent money?
Yeah. I think having warm bed, being indoors and not having to sit in that pretty car.
Yes. So the relevance for that as we as entrepreneurs and business owners is we have to understand to speak into the desires of people. Like, for example, I design web platforms for solo entrepreneurs and small business owners and operators.
Right.
Nobody wants to buy a web platform. In fact, I love the fact I'm such a nerd. When I realized that webs was what I was going to do, here was my actual pitch sitting across from somebody at a Starbucks who's a prospective customer. Well, you know, I build websites using the WordPress content management system, which is the #1 content management system in the internet. It's about 35%, which it was at the time, and it's built on open source software, which means, okay, they're already asleep. What in the world am I blabbing?
First of all, I'm in tech, and I know that would have been. I've been like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And ask you what you know how to do. I asked you what you could do for me.
Thanks. Say that again. Say that again.
I ain't asked you how you gonna do it. I asked you if you could do this for me.
Right.
That's all I want to know.
Right.
And I love it because when we talk, you've gotten a handle on that though. I know. And it's hard, it's a shift. You came from tech, like vaccines, programming, like programming that black and white line. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
Before
command
we
line.
had
Yeah.
pictures, he was in there,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And
He
I'm gonna
was
be
making the
honest,
picture.
this is a brother that came from, no offense, but I call them my egghead clan. I
Oh,
love it. We are the
no offense
egghead
taken.
clan, and we talk tech, and there's a special language. But I myself in that group am considered a translator. So what they know, I know how to tell people. I can make pictures out of what they say in
Yes.
code, and it comes across. So transferring from that type of conversation to the new conversation with a consumer ain't easy.
Yeah.
It's
And
not,
I've
because
learned
like,
it.
oh, I'm gonna tell you how bad
Yes.
I could be, but
Yes.
they don't want that.
They don't care.
No. Here's the
So
thing.
what is it?
It took me 5 years after I made the switch to web design to realize that my pitch comes down to this.
Little
Are you
drop.
interested in, would you like to save time, make more money, and get more customers?
I like that.
See? And notice what you
Yes,
did, nodding your
yes,
head.
and yes.
Right.
Thank
See,
you.
and then what I also learned is if they're not doing what you just did, nodding their head and leaning in,
And
then they're not my customer.
there you go.
They're not
I say
good.
thank you for your time.
Don't chase the lead, because that's not
No.
going anywhere.
Thank you.
And
Now,
so you taught me that though. You really
yes.
did. It took a while to learn something. I needed someone to tell me that everybody's not my customer.
Thank you.
Cornell
In
had
fact,
to teach me that.
yeah. In fact, most people are not our customers. Because here's the
Yeah.
thing, like I design web platforms, and we'll get into the distinction in a bit. And so people, the first thing they ask me about is SEO, search engine optimization. And I tell them I don't even waste my time worrying about search engine optimization. Because here's the thing, you are a solo entrepreneur and you work directly with people, right? So you do not want 1,000 people
Thank
visiting
you.
your website and filling out your form, because as we know, conversion at its best is somewhere between 5 and to 7% at its best. So maybe the average person just starting out, you're going to get a 1 to 3% return, which means that, say, let's make it easy to do. If 100 people visit your website and fill out your contact form, that means maybe at most 3 of them are going to convert.
Right.
Now, why would you want to waste your time talking to 97 people just to get to the 3 who are your customers? And because are you going to make it through, but you're going to get to 20 or 30 before you are demoralized, because every conversation you're having is a no or a maybe, or I'll get back to you, or I'm not sure. And that's going to take all your energy away. So actually what you want to do is you don't want to focus on traffic. You want to focus on conversion. Okay.
And that's
Say it again.
That's a difference.
That is,
yes, you want to focus on, because most people build websites that bring a lot of people in, but they're window shoppers. They're looky-loos. They're like, oh, this is interesting. Can I be? Oh, no, thank you. It's like, but, you know, what I want to do is I want to flip the script on that. I want to reverse it. I want to deflect the people who are clearly, and I've gone through this before. They have 3 types of people who are going to visit your website, who are going to come to your storefront, who are going to have a conversation with you at a networking event. There's the not nows. No, there's the not evers, the not nows, and the right nows. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to identify the not evers. Don't waste your time talking to them. Thank you for your time. Here's my contact information. Have a nice day. But you also don't want to confuse the not evers with the not nows.
Right.
Because then you're driving away a potential lead. So now you've eliminated the not evers. Now you got the not nows and the right nows. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to bum rush the not nows. Okay. They're interested, but if you come on too hot and heavy, they're going to become a not ever. So you want to recognize them, and what I call, you want to take them off the skillet and put them into the crock pot. Slow your roll, back off. Don't email them every day or every week. Put them in maybe a quarterly trickle, just a little touch base. Hey, how you doing? You know, and don't try to pitch. For a not now, you want to say, hey, we're the Thomases. We're at this event. You might be interested. You know, or we're not even at this event, but here's an event that's coming up. We intend to attend it. We might see you there. And they always remind them, hey, it was great meeting you at where you met them, to remind them, oh, right, that's those people I met at that thing.
Right.
And when they see, wow, you're keeping in touch, but you're not, and they're waiting for the pitch. And it's like, oh, wait, what? But seriously, they were just saying hello,
Yeah,
because nobody does that.
yeah,
Just
I
keep
know.
in touch,
I
you know.
do.
And then, because look, I have had people back in the days when I used to give out business cards. I've had people sometimes a year and a half later, you know, because
Yeah,
I didn't hustle them, I didn't bum rush them, and actually, kind of miraculously, I was not doing
and they're
this, you
looking
know.
for you, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're looking for you, and that's interesting because when you don't pitch people and you build, and which everything that you're talking about is what I considered. We build a community. We don't build reps.
yes,
We
yes,
build to the community. When I talk to people about coming to the site, come join. I tell them join the community,
yes,
because when
yes,
you come in and you sign up for the site, you're gonna get touch. You're gonna get a touch back. I tell people, if you need my help, reach out. My bot is me. Just so you know, my bot is me. It sends me the message and
yes,
Look, I
then,
know.
hey Ruby,
Call Ruby.
yes,
somebody need help. And
definitely, definitely.
okay, look at form 1, 2, 3, 4 before you reach a
Yeah.
real person.
Yeah. No, and then see, in fact, that's why I named my business 21st Century CommunIT Solutions.
CommunIT.
You know, and here's the thing, having people in my life, in my brain trust. And, you know, I have the saying that I'm so glad my mind consists of more than one brain. And my good friend, VO in Wisconsin, I speak with several times a week, call it my fellowship partner. I used to think of the name of my company as IT Solutions made for the community. And we were having a conversation last year, and he says, no, dude, it's community solutions
There you go.
that involve IT.
Thank you. Amen.
Now, I founded this LLC, interesting enough, September 11th, 2006.
What the heck? What?
Yes, that is the registration date of my company.
Oh, you were in transition mode.
And I didn't realize until last year that that's how you parse the name. I named the company.
Yes, I know.
But I was parsing it wrong.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I was like, yeah, exactly, because it's not about. In fact, the other logo of my business, the rectangular logo, the tagline is "The tech doesn't matter."
Right. Exactly.
And again, I created that. And hello, McFly. Anybody home? You know, it's taken
not about
me.
what you can do, is what they need from you.
Exactly. What you can do for others. And I think what happens is and Cornell, you always say this. You be like, Ruby, you the first one made me realize, you know, we're part of businesses are part of the community.
Yes.
Because that's how I see life. That is always how we when we were in conversation around this. I can't walk outside and see a store, you know, dry cleaners, nail shop, hair place. I see potential partnerships.
Yes, you remember. Like, I remember that time. You remember, Sal? We were in the Bronx.
Yeah,
and I think you got out of the store, out of the car. You can get something to eat, and then you looked across the street, and you saw there was a nail salon, 1-2 stores, and a beauty a hair shop, and you were like,
how wonderful would it be if these people over at the beauty shop had a discount for the people over at the nail salon, and vice versa? That they would send each other their clients and not have to try to outdo. And if you have a deal, and I told you, the setup is that you have the deal already. You've already created the community for creating your profits. So no one's actually taking anything from anyone else.
No. Because the hair shop doesn't do nails and the nail salon doesn't do hair.
And you don't have to. Because I noticed that now all of a sudden you got people, now we do nails, now we do this. And I'm like, why?
Right,
you
stay
can
in your
just
lane.
do hair and have that and support the nail shop down the block, and they'll send you clients.
And the thing about Ruby is, see, other people would sit in the car and muse, and the light would turn green and they go on. Ruby got out the car and went into both shops.
So, speaking of which, I want to just share with you, everybody.
Grand Rising, my sister.
I started getting out the car again.
Oh, okay. Talk about it.
So, brother, let me share with you. So yesterday, yesterday, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, in New York, when it rains, I don't usually beat a path, but I got so excited for what we're doing coming up. We have an amazing fundraiser for for children. We're raising funds for the children's program at the end of the summer. It's going to be the last week of August. I've been telling y'all about this for a minute, but it's the entrepreneurs have got to come through. It's a masterclass in how to accept crypto in your community, how they could take crypto for goods and services, small businesses, and support education for digital education for kids. So Cornell, we were just talking about it. Online, I'm gonna get but so much traffic and traction online.
Yeah.
I have been so immersed in doing everything through my website, through my online and everything, that it's not that I'm not connected with people. I started realizing, I'm like, hold up a second. I went up and down the block. I said, okay, we got these flyers we want to share with them. What's going to happen? It's exciting, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I got the good flyer, the good information. AI don't work their magic. And now it's time for me to go out. Do you know I discovered multiple shops? People are like, let me get a couple of those. Let me get a couple of those.
Yes.
Let me get a couple of those. I said, and the conversation finally was, it's not about you.
Right.
And we teach people in the community. We're already teaching people. So there's crypto out here that can actually be used as commerce you're not getting. And my favorite word was cut out that middleman and all them 4%. That 4%, 4% up charge to you.
Right.
And people don't really understand. People
to get access to your own money.
We got out the car. We discovered, guys, y'all know I live in Harlem, right? I missed Harlem. I didn't know how it had grown. We drive through a lot because we're always at some location. But got out that car. The gentleman at Harlem Haberdashery, I found there's amazing dentist that do different kind of work. They do not just Invisalign, but they actually have dentists that actually do the cosmetics works on your mouth. Then on top of that, we have there's a bookstore. Grandma's was not open. Y'all know I used to love to go to Grandma. She has all the old school toys. Her favorite statement is, her line is, batteries not included. That's a toy store that actually promotes non-electronic toys, which is amazing.
Requires imagination.
Ages, okay, all ages. Then we are finding that some of the restaurants, and so I'm talking, and I told him, I said, come on in. If you accept crypto, now y'all hear this, right? If you accept crypto, you can join our network. We'll put you in our directory. You know, the eyeballs went up.
That's more eyes. That's viewing.
Then on top of that, that's a new format. I said a lot more people have more crypto than they have cash today. That's the highest amount of finances because that's the wallet that grows itself. The other one spends away. So what I got out of yesterday was, I'm getting out the car again.
Yeah.
Because baby, I am not kidding. I had people, the street vendors, Cornell. I was like, so got a question. You do perfume, he do t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I started the conversation again.
Right.
And the goal is to keep people realizing, and I love it because I got this from you, it's co-opetition. We created that word.
Yes.
It's teaching people the value of their partner businesses and to build in the community.
Yes.
It was like you really kind of kicked something. Or you opened your book, not just your book, because I'm gonna share something about this man. He's not a talker. He doesn't write. He lives and writes. This is a step-by-step, and then he helps you. He actually creates a way for you to live into the steps of what he created. Cornell, do you remember what Al said?
Yes. Okay. Well, first of all, in order to do that, I got to tell one of my favorite stories. It's the retreat. So the year that I met Ruby, and of course, Ruby, I call her the mayor of Harlem. I also call her a rainmaker and a kingmaker. She collects people, and she always looks. And when she talks about building community, she's not just talking about cookouts and family gatherings. She's talking about communities of business people and entrepreneurs to help them grow and thrive. So, in fact, that's how we met. I did a workshop at Harlem Business Alliance, and she said, "Hey, we need to talk." So now we get a third person, George Williams Jr. and George and his wife had a retreat, had a timeshare in the Berkshires.
Yeah.
So we went up for a couple of what we called the Berkshire confabs. And so we're sitting around at breakfast that first morning, and Ruby is talking about my workshops, and she says to me, "Well, you don't just have a series of workshops; you've got a curriculum."
Yeah.
And there's my favorite joke I like to say. At that moment, I didn't know whether to kiss her or kick her because she wasn't wrong. Oh my goodness. Could you hold on a second?
Sure.
I forgot to turn off the alarm on my
The
phone.
alarm?
I will be right
I know.
back.
I got you. No
Please bear
problem.
with
We
me.
here. I love it. He ain't the only one. Half the time I'm sitting here, when y'all see me over here, I'm just gonna share with y'all. Y'all see me fidgeting, excuse me. Oh shoot, I gotta catch my alarm. It just happened. Now I want to
Alrighty.
share with you something.
And I'm back.
Cornell for quite a while.
Okay.
We
I
started.
see, and that was on my tablet. I turned the notification sounds off, but I forgot to turn off that
I
alarm.
was giving just a little bit of our background. We started this early on as I was a student in his class. I took a course that he was, and I'm in a course. It was just a
workshop.
It was a workshop sponsored by a program that supports us entrepreneurs.
Yeah, Harlem Business Alliance here in Harlem.
This gentleman gave us the best. What was like 3 hours?
It was 2 hours. It was 4 hours. I called it the Small Business Success Toolkit.
Oh my God, that was such an experience to get so much. And I'm sitting here, we all lapping it up. And this man even gave us it's the shape of a key, but it was a USB.
The key to success, I called it.
Right, the key to success. Cool. Look, I got it in here somewhere. I still got mine.
Yes.
But baby, let me tell y'all, he put this on there, and I was like, when we couldn't come to class. It's 4 hours. I can't remember all that.
Yeah. I did fire hose, y'all. I mean, that was kind of crazy. I put like about a month's worth of information into 4 hours. It was kind of ridiculous.
Thank you. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. That's where it all started. Because then we went, we got to know each other because I was not letting this brother go. I was like, no, you can't just disappear. And so we kept talking. Yes. I was like, mentor, mentee. I'm digging. I'm loving it till today. Yes. And so we get on this Berkshire's trip, and man. And y'all know, let me tell you right now, I'm bold because I got to go on a trip, on a resort trip with two trusted men in my community, and we created I'm talking about a mastermind that was insane.
Yes. So out of that, of course, I realized that she was right, but I also realized that this was about 2.5 to 3 years. Because first of all, I know what the dictionary definition of a curriculum is. Yeah. But do I know how to actually create a curriculum? So I had to learn what a curriculum is and what educational content is and the distinction between teaching children and teaching adults.
You have to speak to the language. Yes. AI, no AI.
Yes. So because remember, this is 2011 we're talking about. This is 15 years ago. So the kernel of all of the stuff that I did, when I looked at all of the workshops I had and all the concepts I had, I did have something, and I call it the three fundamentals of business, which is consistency, predictability, and replication. You have to deliver consistent value. You have to predictably deliver that value. And then in order to grow and expand, you have to replicate the predictable means of delivering your consistency. So now I've kernelized that, and it's about maybe 3 or 4 months after that, I'm over at the Thomases one day, and Al says to me, "Hey, Cornell, I'm going to need you to CPR my business for me." Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, remember, I came up with the 3 steps: consistency, predictability, replication. It had never occurred to me that the acronym was CPR until the moment that Al said that. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, snap.
Yep. It's the life's blood. You're pumping life into it.
Now you would think, oh, you deliberately called it CPR because CPR, rescue your business, breathe life.
No, that's like acronym. He just doesn't realize sometimes it makes sense.
Yeah, and I have a favorite saying, and I find talking about AI. Finally used it to design a T-shirt for me. I have T-shirts available on my website. Right. CommunITSolutions.com/shop, and this new one I'm going to put up. It says, "I'm so glad that my mind consists of more than one brain."
Yes.
And this is where Ruby is talking about community. Nobody does it alone. There's no one who knows everything, especially not in the field of tech, not in the field of retail, not in anything. Nobody, an architect doesn't build a building.
No, he doesn't.
The contractor, and we're here in Harlem, they like to say in New York, the crane is the state bird. You know, there's always scaffolding. There's always, you got the people that mix and pour the cement. You got the people that put the iron, the people that weld, the people that put the HVAC, the people that put the wirings, the sheetrocks, the flooring, the roofing. It's, you know, and every time I see something in a couple of years go from used to be something empty lot, and then a few years later, here is a brand new building. And I think of the thousands of people, because not just the people who were there on the site, but all of the supply chains and all of the things and everything that had to come from the quarries that dug out the gravel that goes into the people who mined the weapons that turned into the wire into the wiring, the people who made the plastic of the heating and ventilation and air conditioning, all of these things.
Right.
You know, and I put up a post a few years back on Facebook. It was a simple statement. And I said, there's no such thing as a self-made billionaire.
Thank you.
And I got so much flack, including from people on the quote unquote left wing of politics. They're like, oh, but what about Oprah? But what about Tyler? I was like, no, there's nobody made it. Okay. Oprah herself made it. It's like, no. I said, Oprah started as a correspondent on NBC.
Yeah.
So yeah, she built her thing, but not by herself. And this goes back to what Ruby alluded to earlier in the conversation at this same Berkshire retreat. She says, you know, as a business person, you are part of the community of your customers. And like most people raised and trained in the corporate mindset, I was looking at things as there's the vendors and providers here, there's the customers there, and never the twain shall meet. And it's like, wait a minute, no, you're first, because you're all people, you're all humanity.
That's right.
And especially as a solo entrepreneur, who are you talking to? You don't have a corporate office. You don't have an advertising budget. You don't have any of that. You got to go out there, press the flesh, eye to eye, face to face, talking to people. So if you're not part of a community, who's going to trust you? As they say, know, like, and trust. Now, I add another letter to that. I call it keeping it under the kilt.
Oh.
Okay, because it's no knowledge, interest, likability, and trust. Look, I can know, like, and trust you, but if I'm not interested in what you're selling, you know, go with God, but not with me. You know, like, for example, if you sell, you know, lingerie for pregnant ladies, I am more single than I care to be. And, you know, don't talk about my waistline, but I'm not exactly going to be wearing maternal lingerie. So I'm not your customer. Okay. So if you're depending on just know, like, and trust, I know you, I like you, I trust you. Good luck with that lingerie sales.
Yeah.
See, now, if you are looking at me from the kilt perspective and not the know, like, and trust perspective, you would then say, do you know any young people in your life? Do you know any young families?
Right.
Okay, so you're not my direct customer, but you might know somebody who would ding 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 would be interested.
It might be a direct referral to
exactly.
Not only that, and I love it because that's who we are as a natural state. Y'all know that. People are natural referrers.
Yes.
We actually love to talk about what we enjoyed, what's possible. If we saw something or heard something, that happened yesterday. I went into one of the dental places, and I was talking, and I brought in the flyer to, you know, let the young people know that we're there at the desk. So that, hey, this is what's going on. We're bringing this to the community. Can you place this? She was like, absolutely. She said, oh my God, my mother would love that. She has a business in Harlem that
yeah.
And she said, here's her number. Now, guys, she said, here's her number. And she handed me her mama's number.
Yeah.
And said, please get in touch with her because I think this would be great for her business. Do y'all know this is who your family members and your people, the people who love you are?
Yeah.
They love you. You love them. You are that for them. Even to the y'all, you may not get along with your family members, but if somebody's doing something prestigious, you're going to talk about them.
Yeah.
And you're going to go, they doing this. Let them know.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yes. The trusted referral. People want to know that. People want to know that. And talking about that referral and that directory, you know, I did mention earlier about the distinction between a website and a web platform.
Yes.
And so this is what I say. So, you know, I told the story about how I moved from system support, server support to web design. My pitch on my website, which I'm going to redesign, is even simpler. It's just going to be 5 words. This is not a website.
I love it.
Now, like people say, wait a minute. I went to www.yadayadayada.com.
Uh-huh.
It loaded in my web browser. What you talking about? This is not a website. Sure it is. It's right there. Here's the distinction. Amazon.com, Netflix, YouTube, Facebook. Are those websites? Or are those platforms? What do? You don't just go and see some pages and read some stuff.
Right.
Facebook has 3 billion plus registered accounts, over 2 billion daily active users, where people communicate, they private message each other, they put up reels, they form groups. YouTube is the second most visited search engine on the planet, second only to Google. And in fact, a lot of people refer to it as YouTube University. You want to learn anything about anything, go to YouTube, do a search. There's 5 people who made a video on it.
Yep.
Okay. Netflix is, you watch movies, you watch, first released movies produced. It's not just a website. Amazon, come on, we all know what Amazon is. Whatever you may think of Jeff Bezos, it is where you go to buy pretty much anything you want to buy. Now, you consume it through a web browser.
Right.
But it is not a website. It is a platform that has functions and features behind it.
And not only that, how you spend time on these.
Yes.
This is where you spend time actually managing your life.
Time and research.
That's a difference.
Yes,
exactly. Come in, come out. Get out. How many people have spent time just researching products, the best, the location, the quality?
Yes.
That's Amazon. Then you go and same thing, researching, seeing how it's new, how to do something. I love the how-tos. I'm getting into cooking right now, finding things.
Really?
Then stop it. Then on top of that, you go in and you go into, so it's the videos, because we got to have the visual. I tell people all the time, and then Google has changed. I'm gonna share this with y'all. Google has changed purpose and all of its use.
Yes.
Since AI, we don't move to the side.
Yes. It's what's, and here's the thing, and Google itself has changed. It's what we're now calling zero-click search.
Yes.
Now, what is zero-click search? Because that's a term I've never heard. I don't know.
Okay. Do you ever notice that now when you go and you search for something at Google, before you even get to the websites, whether it's the advertised ones or the organic search, you get that AI summary.
Yes.
And a lot of times that AI summary, now in it will have certain links, but it will give you not just, here's some sites you can look at, it will literally give you the answer to what you're searching for.
That's right.
Okay. Now, why they call it zero-click search is the way a lot of websites make their money is that people will find them in a Google search and they will click them and then they will come. Some of them get paid for advertising when people click on their websites. And some of them, obviously, they're going to get their customers by people clicking and visiting their website. Now, if you can go to a Google summary and you don't have to click anybody's website, especially the people who pay to get their results at the top of the search list, what are they paying for anymore? So again, is Google the evil empire? No. The way that we deal with search, because once upon a time, before there was Google, you didn't get what Google does, which Google answers your question. It doesn't just match the phrases. Before that, there weren't really search engines. There were indexes. And so if the web page that matched your thing didn't have the words that you typed in there, it didn't match. Then Google is a search engine that can infer, because you ever notice you'll type something in and the answer, forget the AI summary, just the website, none of the words that you typed in your search query
even have slashes. You ever notice that the slash through them? I was like, well, why are they bringing this up if it doesn't apply?
Right. It does, because it says, okay, basically what you're asking me is da 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 da. And I'm letting you know that this word that you typed in your query isn't in the results, but click this link and look at it. It may be the answer to what you asked for anyway.
Wow.
Now
comes close.
Websites versus platform, because this is what I do for a living. As I said, I use WordPress, which is 40% of the internet, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares about it.
Thank you. Now get back to it.
Rather than having a website, which is basically a digital flyer, like I say, 4 pages and a contact, thing, homepage, about us, calendar, upcoming events, contact us, and that's it. How about if instead of Shopify, you had your own shopping cart? How about if instead of ClickFunnels, or Constant Contact or Active Campaign, you had your own CRM.
Mm.
How about if instead of Teachable or Kajabi or Udemy, you had your own online learning website?
Learning Academy.
You know,
Right.
all of these built into the platform that you own. Okay. And unlike ClickFunnels or Active Campaign, where you have to pay a fee every month forever, whether you use the services or not.
Or
See,
receive
Russell
it.
Brunson is a member of the 2 Comma Club because people pay that monthly for ClickFunnels. And honestly, he does not care whether you ever use ClickFunnels as long as you pay the rent.
Exactly.
You know, now those discovery calls he's going to make, he's going to call the businesses that are successful and mature so he can take them from here to here, and he makes his money by getting a cut of that gap that he boosts you up. Because I watched some of his webinars years ago, and I got a discovery call from his people, and I was just a startup. I wasn't making no money, so they were like, thank you for your time, good luck with that.
Wow.
They're not going to teach me how to use a funnel. They're not going to teach me the difference between, like, you know, like I say, funnel is a verb, not a noun. Because all funneling mean is segmenting the contacts that you have and winning out, like we talked earlier, to find that 3 to 5 people out of the 100 people that you talk to.
And that's
All
crazy.
funnels do is they automate that process.
Right.
And
But I
whether you use Zoho or whether you use HubSpot or whether you use Active Campaign or whether you use what I build into the platform that I built for you, it's the same thing. The difference is when I build you a platform, you own that.
Right.
And there's no limitation of, oh, you for like up to 1,000, you pay this much. Oh, you want 2,500, you got to pay more. Oh, you want to send out more than 1,000 emails a month, you got to pay more. Oh, you want more people in the administrative backend to access your funnel, you got to pay more. No, you own the platform. Do with it what you will. As long as you don't blow up your server, that's yours.
Exactly.
What I like about what you said was really interesting because it caught my attention. When we were talking about funnels earlier, you literally inverted the funnel to make sure that it works properly. Because normally you look at a funnel, you see it with the wide mouth up front.
Yeah.
You narrow down, you flip the funnel over and only look for the people that you need to be in the funnel.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
You have what do you call it? You have a market. You're only looking for the ones. You're not looking for the bouncers. You're not looking for the viewers.
You're not doing spray and pray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
And
Thank
that comes, and so just to give us some people, I want to wake you guys up to a factor. The reason ads follow you is for this very reason. So the reason you'll get the same ad that you looked at one time on your television, which is connected to a network, on your phone, on your tablet, on everything, your computer browser. Now you're in a certain browser itself, and it's coming up.
Yes.
Because they're large businesses that put a lot of money in tracking you to follow you in according to your
tracking your interests. Right. You will look at something on YouTube or Amazon, and then you go to a website completely unrelated to that, and in the middle of the article, in that ad, is the thing you were looking at.
Because someone took the time to put into their website that view you took one time, they put it on the back end. Now, how would you like to be able to get into someone else's, your business, to be able to funnel to people's interests as opposed to hoping, flyer paper and everything and hoping someone responds?
Yes.
When we understand who our market is, and that's the thing, the wider your market, the more of this stuff needs to be happening. If you're not making money in your business, and I just say this, it's because most likely you haven't narrowed down the people you are useful to.
Yes.
And using technology nowadays, I love it, because when we talk about a web portal, and this is only because I know I'm in the process right now, we're building the P2G's web portal.
Yes.
And so I know all of the things I wanted it to do. I know all the broken websites, the processes, too many app platforms. I don't own anything, and hey, I can't even talk to y'all on Facebook right now because if I don't give up my ID, they won't let me speak to y'all. And y'all are my friend group.
Yes.
I can't respond back to people who are sending me messages.
Yes.
Because I choose not to divulge personal information.
Yes.
None of that.
And let me jump in there really quickly.
Go ahead.
Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people in the world. Because remember, Facebook originally started out, it was just the Harvard Facebook.
Right.
And it was literally just for entering, freshmen to learn who that can. Then it was Ivy League schools only. Then it was colleges only. Then they opened it up to the world. But it was really just literally a social platform. People, if you're old enough to remember when Facebook first went public, everything you posted was seen by everyone you were connected to.
Right.
Wow.
Now it's only about 5% to 15% of the people you connect to. And then you notice when you make a post, say, boost this post, because Zuckerberg realized that the value is in the information.
There you go.
And that's what Ruby's talking about. When you own your own platform, you own the data.
There you go.
Like so many people, successful entrepreneurs even, and you notice this, you see their webinar, and then you have their form, and then the one that says, join my private Facebook group.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to Facebook, it's already an existing platform.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, who owns that data? Who owns that group? Who owns the ability to connect with that group? Mark Zuckerberg does. You don't.
You don't.
And now they want more and more of your information. Part of it is because that's how they make their money. Part of it is because of the insane, political times that we live in, that they're trying to control people by getting access to their private data, their identification online. And this is why, yes, enlightened self-interest. I'm saying this because I build platforms for people where you own all that data. But beyond that, yes, and again, my second book, as you guys know, is Born Again Capitalist. Run a profit business without sacrificing your soul. But Born Again Capitalism is understanding this. Nowadays, we are in the information economy.
That's right.
So who controls the info controls the economy.
Thank you.
And that's why we must own our own platforms, because as Ruby says,
call that data.
Yes, whoever owns the data. So we are working on the updated platform for P2G networks, and one of the things that we're building is that directory of businesses that Ruby talked about. So now when she goes into stores and says, if you accept data, anything, we're going to have a directory where people can come to the P2G networks. They can look you up by category. They can look you up by location. They can look you up by business name. They can look you up by the particular thing that you do. Price, every way that you can go and do these other searches, except it's not on Google Small Business. No. It's not in Pinterest. It's not on TikTok. It's on P2GNetworksGlobal.com.
Yes. And the fact of the matter is it's global. And the wonderful part is that we're able to do business as a community. And people go, wait a minute, it's just going from theirs to mine to ours. No, P2G Networks has always been considered a network. So every business that would like to do business, you don't have to create your own website anymore.
Right.
It's your website now. You now have a digital. I don't kick people off of something you own.
Right.
We just market together.
Right. So not going to sell it to some bully in the White House, or some billionaire who's got nefarious reasons, who wants to sell it to Vladimir Putin or whoever.
We ain't selling. Our community is our tribe. You don't sell the tribe.
Yes. And look, I'm just gonna let's just keep it real, my black and brown people. Okay, there's conversations we need to have about each other. That ain't nobody else's business.
Exactly.
Okay, we don't want it on, because here's the thing about a gatekeeper, as the Thomas is unfortunately discovering with what how Facebook just went flip mode. Right. The problem with a gatekeeper is that somebody has the keys to the gate, and that means that they can either lock you in or lock you out.
And that's what. Look, anybody been in Facebook jail before?
Look, we did that.
With no particularly clear reason why. And you just got to wait the time they say. Yeah. And that's crazy, because I personally think that if we're going to be doing business, so we're going to be providing this intrinsic value to them, they owe us a responsibility. One
of the things I notice when we're doing stuff, when your stuff is trending and you're not boosting through them.
Yeah.
That's
when you're not paying for it.
Yeah.
That's when you wind up in jail a lot.
Look, they're coming off like the mob.
I've had friends who've gotten pushed out of products because they were really good at marketing and they had good systems. They used the actual system to work the system and were getting a lot of results. And The system was like, no, we think you're doing something illegal.
Basically, I'm surprised that Zuckerberg, and pardon to my Italian American friends, but I'm surprised that Zuckerberg's last name doesn't end in a vowel. Because he's kind of like, yo, that's a nice group you got here. Be a shame if something was to happen to it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what
I know, but that's
exactly what happened.
The digital version of what we're talking about.
It's a digital shakedown.
All your groups and the time you spent building, which is why we've been sharing with everyone. By the way, for all of you who would like to join us, if you would like to get back to being able to interact with P2G or even each other, hop in and go to the website. Make sure you let us know you'd like to join and the website is P2G Networks. Y'all know it's up here. It's actually everywhere. We put it everywhere.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure you guys, right, I got it. You make sure that everyone gets what they need. Got it? Get to P2G Networks. Go do what you got to do. Sign up. Get the free membership on the page, the new web. You guys get free membership to the new web portal. Anyone who's already signed up gets your notice. You'll get your email when we open the new web portal, and you'll be joining us for our virtual party.
Yes.
And getting it popping and showing you how. And I love it because we're building some nuances that are really exciting. We're in step with the education. So we eat our own pudding. We teach you. We build on what we do. Y'all know P2G teaches digital financial literacy and everything, including AI and metaverse, is built in. And that's how it works for us as well.
Yes.
We do. I'm like, I ain't gonna tell you to do something I ain't willing to.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. And talking about eating my own pudding, as you see streaming here at the bottom of the thing, I've got the link to basically, if you're familiar with Calendly, that link that you're seeing, which is https www.communitysolutions.com/let's keep in touch with dashes in between the words. That is my version of Calendly, which, by the way, my people, was invented by an African brother.
Oh,
yes.
I like that.
Yes.
You learn something every day. Come on.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. And I leave that for you guys to go out and do your own research. Go to Google and look up Calendly founder.
Right.
And educate yourself.
I'm about to go do, I'm always doing that. I'm on that. And I tell you guys, get on it. So as not to set you the wrong way, this isn't a show that tells you we don't feed you. We don't feed you what we want you to know. We give you the food and let you go explore the flavors yourself.
Yes.
So go out there and go research. Don't believe a word anyone says. Research. Right. See if this is a fit for you, and then come back to the community and let's talk about it. So with that,
and in your courses, what is it you say a Ruby DYOR?
Do your own research.
Yes.
And it's not hard. If you have questions, reach out. We'll show you how to get that done.
Come to the door.
Yep. Yes. So with that, we got to do another one. I can't wait till the fourth edition is out. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I'm like, we got to get the animated version. I know me. I'm just crazy.
Yes. Well, when the news website, when the new platform goes live, I'll come back on and we'll do we'll do a launch party.
Yeah, we have to. Oh, we got to. We're gonna be like, we got 50 people, we got 100 people. Then wait a minute, hold up, we got 5. What? It's 1,000. Oh my God.
Actually, I wish I had this queued up. You remember that that UPS commercial from back in the day? It's about 5 or 6 people, and they're a startup. They're the whole company, and they're sitting at the back end of their dashboard waiting for the first order. And then bing, an order pops up. They're like, oh my God. And it's all without words. They're like, oh, this is great. And then 10 is like, oh my God, woo, 100. They're high-fiving around. 1,000. They're like, okay. 10,000. One guy's breathing into a paper bag, high-fiving, like 100,000. And they're like, but
we didn't get that high.
Because they're the whole company. So, and it doesn't matter what that is. 100,000 orders, 5 people. They're like, but no, but what?
UPS commercial. Yes. Y'all look it up.
Because it can scale.
But it's a real commercial.
All right. So with that, we're gonna have to get popping. We gotta get I want to just get you guys in the road. Today is Wednesday. I want to say shout out to my brother James, whose birthday is today, y'all.
Happy birthday, young man.
You know how Alonzo says double nickels? He is double fours. He's double four.
Okay.
So today, my baby brother, and I have to say that he's my baby brother, but he's gonna always be a grown man to me now.
Yes, he's double quads.
Yes, I know, right? hard to see him because I used to be in the basement. But you know what? I'm so proud of that young man. I want to say happy birthday and shout out to all the family and those who are celebrating today. I mean, really, it's your day. Enjoy. I hope that you guys realize that we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. So tonight you will be visiting with us on the platform. Yep. So make sure you make it tonight. We got a big, it's crypto in business. I can't wait. Right up in here, you come to the website, go get your ticket. This flyer's up there, and it's a website. It's free. It's a free community get together, and you won't miss it. If you do, you'll be missing money because we do so much more than crypto in your community. We're going to bring it to not just businesses, but of course consumers. You guys like the kind of funds. Y'all, anybody else like the funds that replenish themselves? I like the kind of money that replenishes itself in my pocket.
As you use it, it grows.
You know that soon it'll be more. Not your paycheck, but literally the finances in your wallet are growing. Well, that's what we're introducing to the community and to businesses alike. And I'm really excited. You hop on the free Zoom. We're going to have a community conversation about what is cryptocurrency and how is it changing the world and how does it change our world where we are. And we not miss the boat this time. With that, I tell you, we invite y'all guys every weekend, every Wednesday to come in and enjoy the space. Be with people like minds or some that are just talking about some new stuff you really want to find out. And don't forget to get on here. Where we get this book, Mr. Cornell?
Okay. Well, you could find. Actually, you know what? I will give you because here's something. I give you a tip to all of you self-published authors. What I'm going to give the Thomases to make available is my affiliate link for Amazon. Because here's the thing. It's legal. It's called double dipping.
That's right.
Because I could just say go to Amazon and find the book, but then Amazon makes more money. But this way, I get my publisher's cut. Right. But by referrals, I also get my referrer's cut for referring my own book. And that's 100% legal.
All right, that right there is a masterclass. How to do it. You're gonna be
so all of you Amazon vendors, do not stop sending people straight to Amazon.
Right.
Become an Amazon affiliate and always refer people to your affiliate link for all of your products.
I hope you heard it because you
get all the money.
You want to sell, you want to make sure you're referring as well. You get, like he said, you get two payments for the price of one.
Yes, double dip.
So
it's not just for ice cream.
This book will be on the P2G networks with its link and its referral link for Amazon. And anybody, we'll show we have an exciting course. We're going to be showing you guys how to access things like referral incomes and different platforms and different things. So I'm excited. We'll be moving forward together. And don't forget to rock out this wonderful, wonderful Friday with us when we come back with Pay It Forward Friday. We love you guys. Miss Cornell Green, doing your damn thing. I thank you. I look forward to the work we're going to be doing. And brother, it's time to be on. Mr. Thomas?
I just got one thing to say because I was looking at it last night. For those of you who got out of the SpaceX nonsense, thank you very much because it was a pump and dump. And
I told you it was.
It dropped 400 million over a nightfall. So I hope you got out when you got in. So,
like I said, we
and
know
actually
how to pump and dump.
Right. Okay. Is there a public? Here we go. I can put the link in the public chat. I'm going to do that now. The link for my book.
Yep. There you go. I got you.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
And don't forget, we're going to drop it so you guys can check it out for yourself. I got you.
Okay, my God, I got to go through all these clicks before I can join the chat. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here's the. Oh, you did. Oh, okay. Very good. You
guys enjoy. We love you guys. We'll see you tonight. It's at 8:00 on Zoom. Get the link. Get inside on the other side of the conversation. Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for that. We want to make sure you guys stay safe in this information financial day. Don't forget, P2G is where we got what you need. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Ooh, see you. Wake up and rise up in your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday.